Hi there everyone out there on YouTube. My name is Shawn, and I used to go by the username known as VenomfangX on YouTube. That account is now closed.
I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible here. I don't trust what VenomfangX has said in this video. I really don't. And I'm going to present my reasons why, and I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible because I know that this is a delicate situation and the temptation to become vitriolic is rather high. So let's have a look at what I see as VenomfangX trying to weasel out of responsibility and consequences rather than actually accepting the consequences for his actions.
I would like to disassociate myself with my former nickname, VenomfangX.
This is where my suspicions began. I mean, I can understand the temptation to say there's a distinction between VenomfangX and Shawn. You know, like that was him, this is me, don't blame me for what VenomfangX did. I can understand the temptation there, but it feels way too much like just trying to weasel out of consequences, like not having to actually do the difficult part of atoning for what you've done. You know, it's a whitewash of your reputation, and I don't think anyone's really prepared to do that. Maybe a few people are, but not a lot of us. If you want us to think well of you, Shawn, you're going to have to earn it the hard way. I don't see how it could be otherwise. I really don't. But he says this multiple times in the video, and I can't just let it pass unchallenged. I can't. I'm sorry.
Again, I do apologize to any of you whom I've wronged as VenomfangX.
The thing is, he's trying to disassociate himself from VenomfangX, and I can understand the desire to do that. To say that was just a false mask that I put on, it was just something for YouTube, but it doesn't change the fact that he did all those things. He still filed the DMCAs, he still did not donate to Sick Kids Hospital, he still, you know, preached at us as VenomfangX. That came from him. That persona was built out of him. He's still culpable. And trying to dissociate himself like this, it's not going to work. He's not going to get a second chance that way. He still has to atone for what he did, whether he was VenomfangX or Shawn. He still has to make amends.
We all present ourselves one way in front of the camera, and then I present myself in a particular way, and then as soon as the camera turns off, I'm not the person that I portray myself as, not all the time. In the name of disassociating myself with the VenomfangX persona, for those of you who want to always remind me of my past and what I've done wrong, and you know, I can't move beyond that if that's all that I ever will be.
Shawn, the fact is that this is your bed, you made it, you have to lie in it. And asking us to just push the reset button and divorcing yourself from the VenomfangX persona, it's not going to work. You're going to have to earn our respect the hard way if you want it. And you may never get it. You may get our forgiveness. You might never get our respect. But you're certainly not going to just have it granted to you. You're going to have to earn it the hard way.
I need a chance to move beyond it, and by me closing my account and having some people behind me who love me and care about me, I think I can put it behind me.
Well, you might put it behind you, but what you'll be doing is evading responsibility. I mean, you've wronged a lot of people, Shawn, and you owe a lot of people a lot more than just an apology. And, I don't know how else to put that, you know? You might have it behind you someday, but if you truly want to be forgiven, more is required. I'm sorry, that's just how it is.
VenomfangX is gone. It's done. I am Shawn. And that's all I am now, is Shawn. Obviously, I have no right to ask anyone to remove their videos, but as a kindness to me, to try and in the name of putting VenomfangX behind me, I've asked Thunderfoot and DPR Jones to consider removing some of the videos that are specifically designed to highlight the things that I've done wrong in the past, in order that I can move beyond them and to not have to live with that as a as my shadow forever.
I know at the beginning of this video I said I'd try to be as respectful as possible, but I don't know a respectful way to call someone a weasel. And I have to say, I think that's what Shawn is being here. I mean, it sounds like he's trying to evade the reputation that is his own making. I mean, he's the one who made all those videos that Thunderfoot and DPR Jones were responding to. He's the one who expressed the opinions in them. And now he's saying, no, that wasn't me anymore. Back to zero. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but don't you have to earn your reputation, good or bad? Doesn't he have to work that off? I mean, seriously.
The recent DMCAs that I filed, I admit I don't understand copyright laws. I don't understand the DMCA, so what I did was wrong, using something that I didn't fully understand. And I do ask for all of your forgiveness out there.
And this is where my suspicion that he's a weasel was just further compounded. I mean, he had that dust up with Thunderfoot a while back. He should know what the DMCAs are by now. And if he doesn't, well, look, I said I'd try to be respectful, but I don't know any respectful way to put this. His only options, as I see it, are that he genuinely doesn't understand the DMCAs, in which case he's stupid or foolish, or he totally understands the DMCAs and is being a lying weasel here. It's one or the other. I mean, if someone has a third option, please tell me what it is. I'd love to know. I'm trying to be respectful. I really am, but I don't know how to be here. He lost me at this point in the video. He really did.
And that shows, I mean, that really is what forgiveness is about. It's about acknowledging what you do is wrong. I'm here apologizing outright to you guys, making this as public as I possibly can make it, that I am sorry and that I do acknowledge what I've done wrong and that I am seeking help and I do want to do better in the future. And I'm very thankful for this. Thunderfoot and DPR Jones have said that, yes, they are going to help me disassociate myself from the wrongdoings of my past so that I can shape a better future.
He says that he's grateful, and I believe him. No, really, I do. I mean, he has a lot hanging over his head. The consequences from the false DMCAs alone are pretty dire. I mean, we're probably talking fines, maybe even jail time, I don't know. And he's being allowed to get away from that, to evade all of that through counseling. That's it. Just getting some help. Now, he needs that help, and I agree with that, but at the same time, I can see why he'd be grateful at being allowed to get out of really paying for what he's done. But unfortunately, I think that might do him a disservice. I really do. Because unless he loses big time, unless he loses in a way that hurts, I don't really genuinely believe he's ever going to learn. Not really. Now, I could be wrong. I could be just guessing. But I think he needs to face those consequences head on if he's ever to really, genuinely learn from his mistakes.
I just hope that the future of both YouTube and all of our lives is one of happiness, peace, and joy. I'm young. I'm naive. I don't understand the world as well as I should have, perhaps.
Okay, I mean, maybe I'm just being a cynic here, but in light of everything else, when he says this, it sounds to me like he's saying, well, you can't blame me. I'm just some young, dumb kid. It's not my fault. I just didn't know any better. I'm sorry, but I can't buy that. I just can't. It sounds like an evasion to me. It sounds like trying to get out of it.
I can't tell you guys how sorry I am, and I do apologize and ask for your forgiveness. I truly appreciate a second chance.
In light of everything else I've already highlighted, his apologies just fall flat for me. They do. I'm sorry, they do. They don't sound sincere. I don't think he's sincere. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't like the guy. I'm not going to make any secret about that, but I do kind of wish him the best. I hope he gets the help he needs. I hope that this all works out. But, I don't think he's quite there yet. I don't think he's really accepted his role in all this or his culpability. And until he does, and until he earns it all back, I'm not on board for him. Bye.